Hello everybody and welcome back to Factorio for Beginners. This is episode 7. In episode 6 we cleared out some biters and we cleared them out to make room so that we could capture this coal and stone. We're going to be producing a lot more pollution soon since we're going to be putting miners up here, so we're going to have to take these out. I'm also a little worried about our desert front because I think these are bad guys and they look like they're sitting in pollution, so we should probably go defend that as soon as possible. Let me grab a little bit more iron just so I can make some radars while we're on our way. And I think I'm going to set up a little factory to make radars when we get back. And we finished electronic production, which allowed us to get power poles, which we can't make yet. And I think I'm gonna research heavy armor because once we start fighting the more heavily armed biters, we're gonna need it. Off air, I added a couple more boilers and steam engines to help with our power issue. And okay. So yeah, there are some biters up here, and they're sitting in pollution, which is scary. Let me put another one of these here, and I'll put that there. Okay, so, off air, I also swapped these out for electric miners instead of these burner mining drills, and that was just so I could not really have to worry about the stone furnace assembly. This thing, I don't really care if it runs out of electricity because this box is pretty much full already. Heavy armor finished pretty quick. What can we get? Shotguns are kind of neat for like fighting like a big horde because they do like a lot of spread damage. But as long as we don't get overrun by them, I think we'll be okay. I don't really want to start this stuff yet because I'd like to get it when we need it. That way we're not just burning through this stuff and then later I have to dig through the tech tree to explain things. Let's get the tool belt. That'll be nice, since I have been slightly running out of space. Okay, so this base up here, oh look, there's a small worm. So those are the things I was talking about. Usually these things have a larger radius than our turrets do. So I kind of just want to sit here for a second. Since they are in pollution, I want to see if they're going to attack. Because I'm not really quite sure why they haven't attacked yet, to be honest. Okay, well, while we wait, the reason I'm making all of these furnaces is because we're going to need to upgrade our smelters. I want to put, what I think I want to do is I want to double up on the iron, because we do have a lot of iron here. But also, oh, there we go. We were getting attacked, so, and this thing got damaged. Okay, so we should take that base out. Let's do that. I'm going to put more ammo on the belt just so it's easier. Also, I should note, I have a gun, I have a submachine gun. If I want to shoot at enemies, I hold space and just aim the cursor at them. If I want to shoot things, anything, whether it's an enemy or not, like say I want to shoot this big rock, space doesn't do it. But if I hold C, it'll shoot. So C is kind of like shoot anything, space is attack enemies. Okay, so we need to get closer here. Oh boy. And I'm holding space to help help out with the turrets here. Alright, we need to get this thing in range. Oh, is the worm attacking? No, but it sees us, so we're in danger proximity of the worm's range here. So it's going to shoot at us no matter what. Luckily we have a little bit of armor, so we won't die from one hit. So I'm going to have to run up here, put these things in range, and then fill them with ammo. So here we go. And I'm going to help him out. There we go. So as you can see, those things do quite a bit of damage. Oh. And of course I didn't repair this thing. I should have. There we go. Okay. That was exciting. And looks like there's another base up here, which our pollution will probably reach very soon. But until then, we have at least some turrets down here that we can use to protect ourselves or our base with. Also, for anyone curious, I did look into why these things wouldn't accept more than 10 bullets, and I guess that's just the way they work. So that's fine. At least it'll space out the ammo, and the transition between the light colors won't be so instant. Because if we had a full 1800 pieces of ammo in there and it immediately dumped 200 into each, then we'd go to 1200, and I don't remember if we did less than or equal to for 1200, but or greater than or equal to, but then it would just immediately go to yellow, and then as soon as it reloaded them all, it would go right back down to red. So this way we have a little bit more gradual thing. Okay, so I have this toolbar, which is nice because it gives us more space, and there's some hotkey to swap it. It's X, so that's kind of nice too. So these here are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the keyboard, and these are Shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And say I had these fast inserters down here, which I wouldn't normally do, and I want to use those. I could press X and then I could press 4. But I think I'm actually going to move those there for now. Okay, so, and I forgot to put a radar down, didn't I? Sure did. Okay, so while we're here, what I want to do is I actually want to make some radars, which take iron plate, gear wheel, on electronic circuits. It takes 5 of each, except for iron, it takes 10. So luckily we have the resources we need all ready to go here. Let's see, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to directly feed because we're not going to be making a whole ton of radars. I just want like 1 stack at most. I'm going to use a fast inserter for that, and I'm going to bring this down like this, and I'll use a fast inserter here and maybe 2 here. So this will be the gears, and this will be the radars, and then all I need is this belt of... Wow, did I really run out of belt? Oh no, I didn't. That's weird. This belt of electronic circuits, which should be able to reach. Awesome. And there we go. All I need to do is connect this to power. Let's put that there and there. Oh, and then of course I also need this. And so I guess we don't really need that. Let's see how are these doing. Oh, and I also need to dump out the radars into a chest here, which I will limit to 1 stack. Oops. Let's see. So the slow point is the gears, but you know what, it's fine. How often are we gonna come grab radars? You know, I just want to just be able to come grab them when we need them, and realistically we're probably not gonna put that many down, you know, over time. So speaking of which, where do we have a radar down here? Oh, you know what else I want to make? Let's make an assembler to make these balloon lights. So iron plate, iron stick, and electronic circuits. Basically going to do this very similarly. I want to directly feed the iron sticks. I wonder if we can just pull off the same belt, since we're not really making that many radars. I think we'll be okay to do that. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, so these will be the iron sticks. These will be the balloon lights, excuse me. And we'll pull iron, and then we need electronic circuits yet again. So we'll have this. Actually, gonna need more of that. So if this thing came out there, we can put that there. And man, I'm out of everything. Okay. I should really probably make a little factory to make these things, since I use them so much. I have the little belt thing. An underground belt is actually pretty easy to make off of that, because all it takes is just more iron and the transport belts, and then these use transport belts, circuits, and plate. So a little bit more complex, but not too bad. Okay, and then this is going the wrong way, which is fine. We just press I highlighted it and press R on the keyboard, and it rotates, and there we go. And then just need power, and yet again dump out into a chest of sorts, and I think a wooden chest is fine. We'll say, I don't know how big they stack, so for now we'll just have them make, oh, that doesn't work. For now I'll just have them dump out into, we'll just say 2 stacks. And you know, these sharing the belt isn't ideal, especially if both of these things were needed. But these have the fast inserters, so at least these will get some sort of priority until this stack is finished, which I think it has, like, I think they only stack to 50. So it's pretty much done anyway. Let's find out. And then these have the slower arms, so they'll take their time. And actually, the iron sticks are the slow point there. We'll just use fast inserter. There we go, that's better. Let's see. Yep, so these stopped because they stack at 50. And these, I don't know what they stack to, but yeah, those poles are slow, huh? Here, we'll give these fast arm as well. So we can make more poles, and the pole income will be faster. A little bit better. So something that we will not see for quite some time are modules, but you can place modules inside of these things and they will add to your speed or make these things use less electricity or some other bonus, which is really handy. And I just noticed there is a biter base right over here that our radars just detected. So we have some radars. Let's put one down here because I don't know if we have one. And let's go hunting yet again. Let's see, I have my turrets. I don't know why these are there. Let's move that for now. Really, what I should probably do is put these down here, since I end up clicking them anyways. Okay, and let's grab however many balloon lamps we have. Okay, so they stack to 50. So really, we probably only need like one stack. Cool. And I don't even want this thing. I don't like the short balloon lights. They don't look as good. And I think they cost like the same amount. Okay, no, they're slightly cheaper by 3 iron sticks. So by 1.5 iron plates. Big whoop. Alright, we should probably drag power out here as well, so that 1, we can see, and 2, we can put a radar down over there when we're done. Seems like a good spot for a light. And let's continue on. Why is that making the noise? Am I too far? Just like barely not far enough. Okay, put one of these down. And looks like we're getting really close here. So I'm just gonna put one down just in case. Hello? Is anybody there? Oh boy, cliffs. Okay. This is a really terrible, I'll fix that in a minute. Put down another one just in case. Where is this thing? Oh shit, there it is. So as you can see, the submachine gun is actually really effective. That turret didn't shoot a single bullet. That was all just from my gun. Let's fix this. Okay. But the good news is, once we clear out more biters, I plan to start making stone walls, and so we can at least quarantine some, you know, vital parts of our thing, and then we can get more coal, which will help with our production line. Okay, I'm tired of feeding these, of shooting them myself. Oh boy, those are worms. 2 small worms, here we go. Probably gonna lose the turret in this fight, but that's okay. If I stand here and repair this, does that work? Sure does. That was awesome. Okay, cool. Suck on that, nerds. Ooh, stone. Okay, cool. So we did that. Let's put a radar down. Let's do a little dance here. Can you teabag in this game? I don't think there's a teabag button. Teabag. Yeah, I don't see it. I'll have to post on the forums about that and see if I can get that added, because that seems like a pretty integral feature to have. Seems rather important. And of course there's new biters down here. I don't know if I want to make this whole episode about biters. Our pollution won't reach them for a little bit. And here I'll just put some radar or some turrets down just to protect in case the radars does get attacked. I'll do that maybe next episode or maybe off air, because I don't feel like, as much fun it is for me to shoot them, I don't know if it's that fun to watch. So keeping that in mind, let's start on something fun. Let's start on, well, I'll also bring the coal down. I don't think me placing the miners here, bringing that line down is fun for you to watch either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building the smelting area for the coal, or I mean for the steel. So actually I think I already saved that in my blueprints. Yeah, I did. And I actually reduced it by just a little bit. Basically I just took out this little this empty space up here. Let's place down some ghost blueprints, because I'm gonna assume that we're probably gonna want more iron on our line. And then so let's say we have you know, you can never give yourself enough room, so let's just start the steel smelting here. Okay, so here's how this is gonna work. This is gonna be a little different. Basically, steel is when you take iron plates and smelt them down again. So we have to smelt down iron into plates and then smelt down the plates into steel. So there's two ways we could go about doing it. We could have one of these smelters just making iron, which gets fed into another smelter, or we can make it basically one of these but like double the width. And I think that's what I'd rather do, and this may work differently in terms of our design, because we're going to need both, not just coal on the outside, but we'll also need it on the inner portion that's feeding into the smelters that are smelting the steel. So if how do we want to do it? That's a good question. Let's assume we'll have like something similar to what we have now for this. Oops. Well, whatever. Let's assume we have something similar. Probably be the same length, because it seems to produce a nice amount. And drag this. So we're gonna have like that, right? Just like we do now with the other smelters. And then we're gonna have a line, just like we do with the other smelters. But this line is now going to be fed. Oops. This line is now going to do. We're basically gonna have this twice, right? So now this is the new center line. So we're gonna need to have coal on the outside of this, as I think we currently do. Or do we have it on the inside? Okay, we have it on the inside. And then we're also going to need to have coal, because these inserters will place the iron on the far side. We'll need the coal on the outside of this line, and vice versa the other way. So that means we will need that. Okay, so that will be the width of our smelter, so it's, or our whole smelting area. So the width will have to be twice as big, as we can see. And I don't know where we're going to have those splitters, so I'll just... Our splitter section might have to be a little different, and I may need to make room, a little more room up top here as well, because right now we're running off just this one split, and now we need to have coal split off not just onto these outside lines but also into these lines, which is why we so desperately need more coal. But that looks good. Let's, oops, what happened to it? Oh. Let's take the rest of this, or let's take this whole thing, and we'll just paste it accordingly. Is that right? No. Wait, does that look wrong? Oh shoot, I missed a power pole. Okay. It's not getting the power poles, is it? There we go. Okay. Grab it like that. There we go. Just gonna extend these a little bit because they're not in the blueprint that I'm picking up. And one last time here, just for good luck. There we go. That should be good. Let's just grab the whole thing. Cool. And we'll pop these down. Like this. Oh my goodness. Nope. Okay, so you can't hold it like that. It won't like smartly know what is what in terms of what you're trying to paste and what you aren't trying to paste. So we have this here. Boom. Okay, so you just can't hold it, that's all. We come down here, and just like that, we're done. Okay, not that bad. And then these don't need to come up here because those are the inside lines, and this will be that'll be the output right there, which is great because it'll meet up with our green circuits here, and we have plenty of room here to adjust our stuff here. Actually, is this enough room? Because in the future what I want is I want to have more than one line of iron here, right? So I'm gonna want maybe like 2 lines of iron and 2 lines of copper, and we're gonna want 2 lines of this, so the steel will have to be up here. Or maybe we'll join them up. Yeah, I think we'll be fine for now. If not, can always readjust. Cool. How are we looking? Looking okay. Yeah, I think off air what I'll do is I'll go fight a lot of these things so that you don't have to watch me do it. And I'll put smelters down here and bring the line down. And probably start filling this out. And next time we meet, I will show you how I decide to do this. Yeah, and that'll be great. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. And thank you so much for joining me. Have a nice day.